find anything. So I was wondering what your.
Well, I was told, and I watched a session by a Catholic priest,
Hmm.
that ghosts are the souls of those in purgatory. So you have to look into that.
Yeah, that's what I had told him, but he had said that it's kind of here back and forth.
Hey,
But
what?
okay, he had kind of said that they were extra souls that are just haven't found their way or something like that. But I thought it was
No, well, I
purgatory.
don't know, because by what authority does he say that? That's the problem.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was just trying to find what your opinion
Well, I mean,
was on
that's
it.
his opinion. Say, how do you know that to be a fact? Because up until now, I believed that either souls are with God in heaven
Mhm.
or they're in Hades. But now, as I'm venturing into Catholic Church, learning, unlearning, relearning, I was shocked to find out that in the Catholic tradition, ghosts are actually the souls of those in purgatory who are not
Hmm.
going to be in hell, but will be in heaven. Now, I have to be open to that and accept that because I don't know everything, right?
Yeah,
But when he says their souls haven't found their way, so why are they lost? Doesn't God find them?
yeah, I guess it's a good point. So does that mean
And
that
so that's the problem.
necessarily there's a spectrum of like better spirits than others, and all the ones that have malices are like demons of some sort?
Say that again, because your mic goes off.
Sorry, as is there a spectrum? Like, because some ghosts that people have are bad ones and not other ones. They do good deeds, so per se.
If you're saying you have a ghost that's bad and terrorizing you, then that's more likely a profile of a demon, not
Yeah.
a ghost in purgatory.
Okay. And then my second question, I was looking through Matthew, I believe it was, where Jesus says to not throw pearls to swine.
Matthew 7:6. It's like that
Yeah.
swine what I just did.
So I was wondering then, does that then mean that after a certain amount of time, like I'm going to use a very personal
I
example.
wish I could hear you, brother.
My stepfather is a little far from the faith. Like he's very denying of God even existing. And I've tried many times to
And
talk with
how
him.
does he react when you talk to him about the faith?
He he kind of gets a little angrier when I try to
And
really
what?
press him on stuff. He gets angrier when I try to press him on
So then
stuff.
you got to leave him alone.
Okay, so that was the kind of don't toss the pearls thing.
If you're causing him to react and sin and do stuff, angering the Lord, then you'll be accountable. Leave him alone.
Okay.
Just pray for him and show your evangelism by your life, your deeds, because he already knows what you believe.
Mhm.
But if you're engaging him and he's reacting in anger and sinning against the Lord, you're accountable. So now you leave him alone, and now you show him the gospel by your deeds, by your life, by your transformation.
Yeah, he's in my prayers every night. I
All
try
right, and
to
that's
do
all
it
you
as
need
best
to
as I
do.
can.
Don't keep pressing it, man.
Okay, and then yeah, so I guess I was saying that that would apply to don't toss the pearls to the swine, even though it's
Yeah,
kind of a
well,
harsher
it
word.
may be he's a swine. He may not be. It simply may
Yeah.
be that you're causing him to get angry because you're his son and you're coming off as if you know more than him. And that would upset any father where the son comes off as he knows more than the dad.
Yeah, I guess it would be. My
It may
dad's
not
definitely that
it may
way.
not necessarily mean he's a swine. It just mean you, my son, who I brought into the world, you're gonna now tell me and sit in judgment of me?
Mhm. Well, it's my stepfather, but yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
even worse.
Yeah.
You're a little kid and you're gonna tell me what to do?
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Okay, so
It's
I
like a
should
20-year-old coming to me and trying to correct me on biblical exegesis. My first reaction is, you're a kid, dude. It's not
mhm.
because I'm somehow more intelligent than you. It's I've been around longer than you and I've studied more than you. Who knows, when you're
Mhm.
52, you may be light years ahead of me, but you're not 52 and I am, and you're 20, and you want to sit in judgment of me? Of
Yeah, you
course.
sound very similar to my dad. My dad says the same stuff.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Okay,
Now,
so then
maybe when you're 52, you'll be a genius and light years ahead of where I'm at, but you're not there yet. So don't be telling me what to do and trying to correct me. So yeah, the ego comes in. It's not so much he is a swiner, but you may be
yeah,
offending his ego.
okay. So just basically live out that life and try to do that. And
Yeah,
that should
bro.
apply to everybody.
Friend, if you see people are reacting in anger, what
Mhm.
business do you have to keep pressing them?
Yeah.
Why? Did Jesus do that? Did he antagonize people? He preached, they didn't like it, he moved on. That's what
Yeah, makes
Jesus even
sense.
told them. Any city does not accept your peace, wipe the dust from your sandals.
Kick the dust from
Move
your
on.
sandals. Yeah.
So leave it be, man. You see they're reacting violently, or you see they're reacting in anger, and they're either not interested or mocking. Leave them alone. Why do you think I don't waste time with people who come to debate? I cuss them out and get them out of here. Get the hell out of here. Because I'm not interested in quarrels.
Yeah.
Like this guy later, when I told him, the genius here. So when Adam and Eve are one flesh, does that mean Adam is Eve and they have the same genitalia? Yeah, literally one. Okay, then why are you going to argue with someone like that? Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. I was actually still. I have one more question. It just came to mind. I came back like I was here 2 days ago. I showed you that the Saving Nation Study Bible,
Yes.
and I was wondering. It was in Genesis. I can't quite remember, but it was where Noah and I believe Lot had split ways.
Yes, Sam. Yes, go ahead. Yes, so lots split ways.
Yeah. Why did Noah not go for like the more appeasing looking land?
Noah?
Yeah.
What Noah? You said Lot and Abraham. What Noah?
Sorry,
What is
not
Noah?
Lot and Abraham. Yes, sorry, Lot and Abraham. That
Lot.
was I got. Yeah.
Because that shows you Abraham's humbleness. That he put Lot ahead of him and put his concerns ahead of him. That's the heart of Abraham. That's why he's the father of the faithful.
So yeah, because Lot was his cousin, right? If I'm remembering
Nephew.
correctly. Nephew. Okay, yeah. So he allowed him to kind of go, and then that prosperity kind of took over Lot.
He showed that he had more love for Lot than himself and put his nephew ahead of himself, which is what being Jesus is all about. Loving your neighbor as yourself, putting his interests ahead of you, and sacrificing for their own good. So he was exemplifying the Spirit of Christ in doing that. All right, whatever you want. You're my nephew. In fact, in one sense, they are brothers because though uncle and nephew, they grew up as brothers. That's why he says we are brothers. Genesis 14:14 and Genesis 13:8. And he goes, look, you choose what you want. You want that? All right, I'll move. That showed sacrificial love.
Okay. And then as well, I was wondering why it was necessarily bad that Abraham told his wife that he's his sister.
Necessarily what?
That Abraham's wife was made to be his sister when he was entering Egypt. Why is that like? Why was that looked down upon? Yeah.
Why was it bad?
Yeah, like why was he punished for that?
I get your question.
So when Abraham went into Egypt, he told his wife to represent herself as his sister.
Why was that bad? You're kidding me, right?
Well, I'd read that because because he thought that they were going to kill him and take him.
Okay, so why do you ask me why is it bad? So you're married to your girlfriend.
Okay.
And then you tell her, hey, honey, you're beautiful, so they're going to kill me to have you. Can you do me a favor? Tell them you're my sister, so don't think that you're my wife, so they don't kill me. Which means that if you tell them you're my sister, then one of them is going to take you and rape you in bed because he's going to take you as his wife. But it doesn't matter what they do to you as long as they don't kill me. Okay, try that with your wife and see how long you're going to be married.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
No, try that with your wife. See how long you'll be married.
Okay, and then my last question is, my girlfriend had just had a little sister, 1 year old. She's growing up in a very loving Catholic household, and I was wondering what I could, considering you're a father, what I could do to try and pitch in and help exemplify.
Wait, who's the father? What? What the sister wear? What?
My girlfriend.
Yeah, she has a baby sister from her stepfather and mom. Okay. No, that's your stepfather. That was different.
Yes.
She's stepfather?
Her father and her stepmother. We're both separated parents. We both have separated parents.
So father and her stepmother
had a baby, 1 year old.
Okay, so what's the question?
I was wondering what could I do for her to raise her up and not raise her, but
what right do you have, dude? That's their kid. Maybe they don't want you to raise her up.
Well, no. I'm not talking about like raising her, but being a better example. As
to who? The 1 year old?
Yeah, to try and take care or help where I can.
Well, number one, how much access do you have to a 1 year old to influence them? You're creating a scenario, assuming that somehow you're going to end up with this woman and you're going to have a family, kids. How do you know what's going to happen to you tomorrow, dude?
That's a good point.
Why are you already planning ahead? You already have the wedding bells and the dress. God willing, it'll happen. She's a
Yes.
godly woman, you love her.
Yeah.
But maybe, Lord willing, right, Jesus comes tonight. Or maybe, God forbid, she falls away from the faith. Or maybe, God forbid, you end up getting, God forbid,
Yeah.
you're already thinking, how I can be a super Christian. Start with your own faith. Start with your own devotion. Start by seeing your girlfriend become on fire for the Lord instead of a 1-year-old. The 1-year-old, the kingdom already belongs to her. Right? Matthew
Yeah.
18, 105. Unless you convert and be like a child, you shall by no means enter the kingdom of heaven. She's already a child of the kingdom until she reaches an age where she realizes that there's a God, there's a law, and I'm accountable to it. That's when sin will spring forth to cause her to sin, and that's when she's in trouble. Right now, you got a young lady who you just said is wibbly wobbly,
Yeah. That's the best way I could put it.
but you're more concerned about the 1-year-old, but not that one whom you already
Well, no, no,
has
no.
planned
Yeah.
wedding bells, and we're going to have 10 kids.
Yeah.
How many
I had
kids do you
got.
already planned?
She wants two. I'm okay with two,
You already
but that's
planned that.
after. No, we didn't
Why
plan it.
don't
We're
you
just
work on
talking.
her and you being on fire for the Lord and let that young 1-year-old worry about her when the time arises?
Okay. So then I had gotten her the same Saint Ignatius Study Bible and the Catechism.
Okay, so he's going to study with her?
Yeah, I've tried to.
Good.
I try to. I try to. She prefers that she asks me questions instead of me pressing her because she feels like it's
See, there you go
difficult.
again. See, you just confirmed what I said. You are too forceful and you're turning people off. You just testified.
Yeah.
She would rather ask you questions than what?
Then me ramble on because I tend to talk a
Yeah, that
lot.
means she's telling you she's pretty much getting tired because you're too forceful and adamant, and she feels like you're choking her. So what that means is you and her ain't gonna last too long because she's gonna come to her sense and say, "Can I really live with a guy like this? Can I really handle this kind of stress and pressure?" She's gonna bail out, buddy. She's gonna say, "Bye bye," and you're the one's gonna be devastated and hurt, and your faith will be crushed because you're trying too hard and you're being too forceful to make her something that she's not because you're anxious that you don't want her to be wibbly wobbly because you want to marry her and you don't want to
Mhm.
lose her. And in not wanting to lose her, you're going to lose her.
Yeah. Okay. So then coming about from that, then how would I approach when she does something that's, let's say, dressed a certain way, and I don't
Hey,
feel
If
properly
you
about
tell
that, but
her, if you tell her what modest dress is and she doesn't dress, then you have to tell her, time for you to check out, time for you to move.
okay.
You got to move. Hey, she's not listening. She's not responding. She's not submitting to God's standard, not yours.
Yeah.
Time to move on. You're not a babysitter. But the
Okay.
problem is you're
So
emotionally invested. Now you need to go and tell these things to your priest because you're making too much confession to me. Go to your priest, dude.
yeah, I have a meeting set up with them soon. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What, you and her?
No, not just me and my parents for now.
Okay. And did
Yeah.
you set it up for them or they set it up with you?
They
And
we had a discussion kind of similar to this about how they think that I'm also pressing too much,
so yeah.
and they wanted
Yeah,
to
you're
bring
you're
into a
you're
priest.
you're troublesome, buddy. You're
Yeah.
troublesome. It's okay. You're doing a lot of damage. You're turning people off. I'm gonna let you know you're not gonna last. You're gonna fall on your face. You're going to be tempted. You're going to fall. The Lord teach you to be humble. You're driving people away. You're a bad testimony. If it's gotten to the point where your parents now want to meet the priest to settle it, you're a bad testimony and you have control issues. That means you're not healthy enough to be in a relationship because you got to control the situation and people don't want to be controlled, but you don't feel safe until you control the situation.
I would say control. I'd hope that they have the same
Brother,
faith,
no, no,
but
no. Don't deceive yourself. If you have multiple witnesses telling you you're too forceful and take a chill, and now they want to meet the priest, you have control issues. You're deluding yourself. So
so
if I were to
basically,
ask your parents, stepdad and mom, and her, does he have control issues? Yeah. I don't care what you think. You
yeah,
perceive one thing. others perceive something else. Let go, buddy. You're not Jesus. You're not the Savior.
Yeah, I never claimed to be. I never hoped to, at least.
It
But
doesn't.
yeah.
You don't need to claim. Your conduct speaks volumes. You shall know them by their fruits, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So
So
basically,
let go, buddy.
live a
Relax.
love. Yeah.
Faith. You be strict on yourself and be relaxed on others. And she's not living up to your standard. Now, the dangerous thing is, she may be living up to God's standards, but you've confused your standards for God's standards. And if she doesn't live up to yours, you're thinking she's not living up to God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'd have to see how you are to know that, but that's why the priest comes in. Go to the priest, buddy.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Sam. Appreciate it.
God bless you, brother.
Okay. God bless you too, brother. Have a good one.
What do you mean, teacher? Who's a teacher? What's your background, Gospel? You've been waiting for a long time.
Yeah. How's it going, Sam?
It's going good. What's your background so I can know you're kosher?
I'm a Trinitarian.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So I want to start a YouTube channel, especially addressing to the Muslim.
Okay.
I see you laughing already. So I need some advice. Like, I know you've been in France and you were debating, I think it's a few years ago.
Al-Hanafi?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know the
Yeah, his
name.
name was Al-Hanafi, if I remember.
Yeah, Hanafi. Yeah. So I already saw the debate. So I wanna address present the gospel to the Muslim, but in a to my French speaking country, coming from Ivory Coast.
Okay.
So yeah, I need some advice. Like where should I be looking for? Like
What do you mean looking for?
arguments, you know.
But I don't understand. When you deal with Muslims, they're going to tell you the Bible is corrupt. It's been changed. Jesus didn't claim to be God. There's no Trinity. So you got to learn these areas.
Okay.
You got to learn those areas. Those areas. Bible is corrupt. It's been changed.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus is not God, didn't claim to be God, and he can't be God because of these verses. And there's no Trinity. So these are the areas you're going to have to learn.
Okay. Do you have a method to memorize scriptures?
No. I don't have a method.
So how do you do it? Like you just read and memorize it?
You answer the question. How do you think I do it? I haven't studied or trained for it.
Oh, you
So
haven't trained. You haven't trained for it?
No. So how do I do it?
But you read and you memorize.
So a lot of people read and they don't recall it. So how am I doing it?
Holy Spirit helping you.
That's the gift of the Holy Spirit. That's not me. That's why I can't take credit. He was pleased to give me this gift. So I pray that he own me and fill me and possess me. And I use the gift to glorify Christ, not bring attention to myself.
Okay, I have another question. But this is regarding to the Christian faith.
Okay.
I suppose you are continuationist, eh?
Yes, if you can't be a cessationist if you're in the Catholic or Orthodox tradition.
Okay.
Why? Because Catholic Orthodox tradition believe that God still raises up holy men and women, saints, who are able to do miracles and see visions.
Okay.
So I can't be a cessationist. There's no way you can be an Orthodox or a Catholic and be a cessationist, because then what do you do with saints who have had dreams and visions and done miracles, even in recent times? So Catholics, Orthodox, they're not cessationists, they're continuationists.
Okay. What kind of not what kind of, but what church fathers are addressing this issue?
I don't know what you mean. What church fathers?
I mean, do you have a name of a church fathers? Someone?
Why would I need to quote you church fathers to address an issue about continuationism when I just showed you that Bart Ehrman is telling you that the early pagans converted to Christianity because in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th centuries, Christians were doing miracles in Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name. Okay.
So to them, there was an issue of cessationism. They were still doing miracles in the name of Jesus.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yep. That's it, Sam. So thank you for having me. Thank you.
I like the gospelgetics. Now study the materials I've written, the articles I've written. Go watch the sessions, memorize them, learn them, and share them. Then you'll be equipped.
Okay. Okay. Do you mind if one day I invite you to the channel and start?
Yeah, well, let me send me Skype me, but you got to let me know it's you, because if I don't know it's you,
Yeah.
it's the Skype name right here. Just say, hey, it's me. We'll talk, and I'll check out channel. We'll see what the Spirit will have me do. His will be
Okay.
done.
Thank you very much, Sam.
Good man.
Thank you, Sam. Bye bye.
God bless you, brother. Take care. If you guys wondering on why I'm like low tone, I've been speaking now for what, 7 hours? Did 3 sessions, Lord willing. And I'm glad we got that guy back, leaving Stafford. Now, brother, if I throw you out, it's not because I don't like you. I got to make room. Okay, Rambo, what's your background, Rambo?
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah, what's your background?
Okay, I'm Catholic. I just wanted to say I'm a really big fan. Me and my family have been
You be a big air conditioner? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, that's a stupid joke.
my family all loves you, my mom and my grandma even.
They have good taste and they're not far from the kingdom. They'll be great in the kingdom. What
um
nationality are you, Rambo?
Syrian.
You are a Syrian?
Syrian, just Syrian.
Syrian from Syria?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You're not Ashuraya.
No.
Okay, that's all right.
Um
God,
but
God, go ahead.
this is something my grandma wanted me to ask you actually is we're worried about you and we're wondering how come how you have the courage and you aren't afraid that the Muslims won't come after you or
Why,
do
why,
anything because you hear all these stories and
why worry about me? Who cares? Because Satan wants me to be worried so I can be afraid. And once I fear, I'm useless. God did not give me a spirit of fear. He gave me a spirit of boldness and a sound mind. 2 Timothy 1:7. I know
Okay.
Jesus is God. I'm not stupid. I'm not saying I'm stupid. I try to be wise as a snake and as enough. So I will be cautious where I go, but not because I'm afraid. I walk. I'm out and about. People who know me will tell you I'm out and about. Jesus is almighty. He's real. And I know I'll die when he wants me to die. And my confidence in him. So, and glory to Jesus Christ. I can't worry about it. Because once I worry, I start being afraid and then Satan wins.
Yeah, there's just a balance between like not being unnecessary, putting yourself
No,
in
you don't be
danger,
stupid.
but
Now, I'm not going to go straight into Dearborn in the mosque.
yeah.
No, that's being stupid. I'm not looking for trouble. Because Jesus says, when they persecute one city, flee to the next. Matthew 10:23. I'm not going to be a superhero, say, hey, I'm going to go to the mosque and I'm going to, no, that's not it, man.
Yeah,
Whatever.
makes sense.
All right. I was got it. Hold on. Let me see why is this not working, brother. Hold on. Can you keep a secret?
Yeah, of course.
So can I. Why is this not working? My torch wants to
I
get.
see it. I see it.
No, but I'm trying to make it where we can see all of us.
Uh
Damn, man. Hold on. Why is it not working? I'm getting Tourette's. Somebody help me. Help me. Help me. Tourette's, brother. Okay, finally. All right, here goes. Matthew 10:23. I got an itch. I really do think I have Tourette's. Someone said I have a mild form. What else do I have? I got ADHD, autism, Tourette's. What's next, dude? All right, here. So Jesus doesn't say be stupid and go where the problem is. No, you avoid it. Right here, Matthew 10:23. Whenever they persecute in this city, flee to the next. Flee to the next. Right there. He didn't say go look for trouble and go and try to get yourself killed. No, try to preserve your life. Don't be killed. But
yeah,
don't
I
be a
saw you talking one time about how like you have three options. You either run or was it you run, defend yourself but you never
and
uh
let me
or
tell
you
you, brother.
can but you can never deny Christ.
Yes. Let me just share with you real quickly, and if you have a question, I'll answer. Uh, the Muslims, I'm letting them know. I'm letting them know. I'm not trying to scare them, sure. I'm ready and equipped to take them out. I don't travel empty-handed. I'm ready to
I
take them
see
out.
you with those nunchucks. I see you.
Yeah, but it's not nunchucks. Just to let you know, I'm ready to take them out, and I'm letting them know I won't have any hesitation to take them out. I'll send them to Muhammad in self-defense, and Muhammad is in hell. So Muslims, call my bluff. I'm no punk. But anyway, what's up? Any other questions?
Yeah, I saw 2 weeks ago maybe I was really disgusted. I saw this that female bishop who went after Trump. Did you see
I didn't.
this?
No, I didn't watch it.
It was really crazy.
So what's the question about that, though? Give me some
Just
questions, dude. Shoot.
okay. Here, I have a real question. Has a real answer for this one. So I want to spread the gospel to one of my friends who's or not just like someone I work with who's a Muslim, but he's very open minded. He seems to have like he's already kind of rejected Muhammad and rejected Islam. He doesn't agree with it, but and I want to like the next step like introduce the gospel to him, but
Okay.
I'm worried because and he's like Pakistani Muslim, and I think like the Pakistani Muslims are like especially like they're
What do you
very
worry about,
ruthless.
brother?
I'm
Please.
worried about that. I'm just gonna like his family if he becomes Christian or something. I'm worried that I'm just gonna cause like a big problem for him at
How
home,
old
and
is
I'm
he?
worried his family's gonna abuse him, and you know what I mean. I'm worried if it's
I
like
don't know what you mean. How old is he?
he's like 20 years old, except but they don't treat him like that, and he's not independent because he's in university, and they don't like they're so
Tell you.
like he has to go home right after class every day, like everything is like in
So,
secret, you know.
what do you want me to tell you then? If you're worried, then don't preach to him. What do you want me to say? You're worried? Okay, don't preach to him.
What do you think? Would you think it's like unfair? Like it's that's
So
just
let me
wrong
think
to
about
be
it.
worried at all?
My buddy, who has no religion and possibly can die and go to hell because I wasn't bold enough to tell him about Jesus and to trust in Jesus because I don't want him to be thrown out or beaten. But then I'm risking maybe go to hell. So yeah, let me just let him go to hell.
Yeah, makes sense. I guess I just have to trust Jesus that that the right thing will happen, but I just do my part.
Hold on, let me ask Julio Iglesias' opinion about this. Hold on. Okay, hold on. This is my buddy. I don't know if you know, I have new friends now. Hold on, because it's really I'm neglecting them.
Like Joey. Say hi to Joey.
Look at that, man. I'm getting leaner, man. Hold on. Okay, this is Julio. Okay. Don't, don't laugh at my friends.
Well, I apologize.
Don't laugh. Try it again. This is Julio.
Hi, Julio.
Okay, and this is Iglesias.
Hi, Iglesias.
Why? He lightens up my world.
That's
So,
beautiful.
thank you. You're beautiful. See it? So he lightens up my world, Julio Iglesias. And why I like these two, when they get together, they're dynamite. Because when they're together, they sing beautiful songs. For all the goods I love before. Here's to you. Okay. I was going to ask him, but I'm going to ask my friend Timmy because it's been a while for Timmy. You okay, Timmy? Don't mind. Okay. Do you remember Timmy here?
Yeah.
You know why me and Timmy go way back? Hold on. I'm getting there. Okay. Because him and me, we like to pray together. So the Wailing Wall? This is my
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
okay. Timmy, I want you to help this man. Because if I go to Butch, it's really late at night. And if I tell Butch, he's going to be upset. He's going to start cussing Gilu style. So Timmy's a little nice. And this is, by the way, Jose. What's up, Jose? No way, Jose. Okay. All right. So what did I say about laughing about my friends?
Oh, I'm sorry, Jose.
Okay. You know what he said? Because you do karate, he's judo. Because you don't know what he's going to do to you, right? Okay, now coming back to the issue. Timmy, his friend is losing faith in Islam. Okay. Has no religion, but he's being exposed to Christianity, meaning he's not ignorant. But he's afraid his 20-year-old friend who's in university, he gives his life to Christ, he may get beaten, killed, or disowned. So he'd rather not tell his friend because he'd rather his friend maybe go to hell because hell is not as bad as being disowned by his family. What do you think? Hold on, let me see what he's going to say. Hold on. Okay, you don't want to know what he just said about you, man. It's between me and him. He's off the hinges. Okay, so did you get your answer?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Okay,
Thank you, Sam.
all
I
right.
have
Any other?
I have one more question maybe. Basically um for John 8. So one of my favorite chapters of the Bible is John 8. Like I just
Okay,
every
but
time I read it, it blows me away.
have you ever read Acts 29, verse 36? Honestly,
No, probably not. I don't think so. I haven't read Acts yet.
Okay, can you
or
read?
all of it at least.
Can I have you read Acts 29:36?
Sure. Here, let me just get it up. Acts 29:36.
Yeah. For all the girls I loved before, here's to you and many
Oh,
more.
here you have it up. Never mind.
No,
So
no,
I was looking. I wasn't
no.
paying
Did you
attention. I was
find Acts
looking in my own
29?
Bible.
Did you find Acts 29, dude? I don't have it up yet.
Oh, okay. I see.
For all the girls I loved before, here's to you and many more. But I said, girl, all the girls I loved before.
Acts 20, like There's no chapter.
29:36. Say it again.
Acts what chapter?
Acts 29:36.
There's Acts 29. It shows 28 is the end.
Exactly. Okay, so what was that about John 8?
Um, Basically, it's like my favorite chapter in the Bible. But in my Bibles, it says that it's not found in the earliest manuscripts, and I was
Yeah,
wondering what you thought about that, and is it still possible that it happened, and what that really means for us?
obviously you have not watched the sessions with James Knapp to show you that's misinformation. The evidence shows it's authentic to John, and John wrote it despite what
Oh,
says. But you got to go watch the sessions with James
oh,
Knapp.
that's awesome. Well, that is like I'm so happy about that because it's really like it really like because I've talked to so many people about that chapter, but every time it has the little footnote in my Bible, and it's just like so depressing.
Man, but don't be depressed because if you put James Knapp, it's like snapping into a Slim Jim. Look at that. I put in the word James Knapp. And what do we have? The woman caught in adultery. He shows you it's authentic. So you just put in James Knapp, go watch the sessions.
Okay,
All right?
okay,
That'll help you, brother?
awesome.
Good man.
Yeah, thank you.
So I just want you to say hi to your friend, okay?
All right, thank you so much, Sam.
Lord bless you, brother.
All right,
Peace.
have a good night.
You handsome beast, you. Emphasis on beast. Okay, brother. Okay, now hold on, guys. We got a few more. We're going to wrap it up. I'm the one who's tired, not you. David, what's your background, David? Just got to make sure you're kosher.
I'm Trinitarian.
Nissan, what Assyrian that you're trying to get a hold of me? Nissan, I only drive Mazda. Okay, go ahead. So,
So I have some few questions too that I don't go to church. I've only really been a Christian for about a year and a half.
how old are you?
I'm 22.
Okay, go ahead.
I grew up Christian, but around like sixth grade, I like moved away from it. I didn't have a good reason. It just didn't make sense to me.
Oh, nice. I like
But
how at that age you already were the judge of what makes sense. But what's the questions, my friend? Help me out. You
um,
laughing at me, bro?
do you,
You
I
just
don't.
left.
I'm laughing at myself because I think
Okay,
you're
well, I
correct.
want to know something. Your name is David. What's your middle name?
Andrew.
Andrew? I'm going to
Yes.
tell you a rhyme, but before you do that, you said Andrew's your name? Middle name?
Yes.
Okay, spell it.
Andrew.
What grade are you in?
I I'm not in any grade right now. I'm about to go to college again next
No,
semester.
because I'm confused because I said spell it. It is IT. Where'd you get Andrew?
I assumed you were talking about my middle name.
I said spell it.
IT.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you a rhyme. Let's see if you get it, right?
Okay.
I met a man walking on London Bridge one day. He tipped his hat and drew his cane. In this rhyme, I told you his name. What's the name, dude? Try it
I'm a
again.
little I'm a little stupid. I don't understand it.
Don't be so humble. I met a man walking down London Bridge one day. He tipped his hat and drew his cane. In this rhyme, I told you his name.
You, you met a man at London Bridge. He tipped his hat. He tipped his cane. In his rhyme, he told you his name. Is it spelled out in like the letters of the first of the first words in each verse.
You're killing me. You couldn't even spell it, and you didn't know the name was Andrew. Andrew his cane.
I didn't miss that. I missed that. I'm very bad with this stuff. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna give you. I want to test your brains one more time, then you can ask the question. You
Okay.
ready? This one. But you got to really pay attention.
Okay. I promise I'm trying.
Okay, you need to pay attention.
Okay.
Okay, there was an airplane crash that took place on the border of Mexico and the U.S. Okay, I want to see how would you solve this if you're a politician.
Okay.
Okay, crashed Mexico, America border.
Hmm.
There's a huge debate because they're debating what do we do now with the survivors. So where do they bury the survivors? Mexico or U.S.?
You said if I'm a politician, am I a politician of either country, or
Yeah,
does that
what
not
would you
matter?
do? Yeah, no, just your politician. Where would you bury the survivors? Mexico
Or
or America?
um, I guess it does, to me it doesn't matter. I mean, I wouldn't bury them. Their families would, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but they're alive. Why would you bury survivors? You see how evil you are?
Yeah, I know.
They're survivors. Why would you bury them, dude? Bury the dead. Why leave the survivors alive, man? My goodness, you're evil. Okay, what's your question?
I don't. I've been told I have the gift of discernment, but I don't exactly know what that means. And people tell me, but I don't understand it. And they just tell me I haven't exercised it. And
Okay,
I have like a spiritual mentor,
who's your
and
spiritual mentor?
who, I mean, if I tell you his name, I don't really think you'd know him.
Okay, but I mean, is he part of a church? What is he? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he was a pastor at a Pentecostal church.
And what does he know?
To me, he knows a lot. Um,
Well, I mean, remember, you're the standard of truth. So if he knows a lot, that means he knows a lot. Okay, so how old
I'm
is
not the
he?
stand.
I'm
He's
just saying, no,
72.
you said he knows a lot because you said to me, because it's all about me. But anyway, how old is he?
He's 72.
Oh, yeah, well, then that means he's been up there in age. Okay, well, what does he say about your discernment?
He says that I can tell things that are of God, or I can tell
Hmm,
things like, or that
interesting.
I can weigh
Excellent.
things that are good and bad, or I can weigh bad and bad things, or
Hmm,
sometimes,
wonderful.
or
So that's what he told you, right?
yeah,
Now, just wanted to know, you said he's how old?
he's 72.
Is he the guy that's suffering with Alzheimer's?
If he is, I didn't know he was.
Or was it dementia? Maybe he has dementia?
He has not told me if he
You
is.
sure? But I thought you had discernment.
I don't know how to exercise it or tell.
Well done. He says you have discernment. You can't discern if he has dementia or Alzheimer's?
I didn't know that's what discernment was something to tell. I didn't know that was something discernment could tell.
All right, man. Okay, so what's the question then? I don't know. I can't figure it out. He says you have discernment, but you can't discern if he has Alzheimer's or dementia.
I would say he doesn't based off of interactions with him.
Okay, just was curious. All right, but so what's the next question?
Um, I don't know if I'm being drawn to a certain church or not, because I
I
don't
see.
really know. I don't because I know I believe in the Trinity and everything else, but I don't know of a certain church that will help me grow in these areas. Because he tells me things that I need to find a church that will feed me spiritual food that I'll eat, or
He's right.
something along the lines of that. But I
Yes.
don't understand. I
You're
don't
back.
understand.
Go ahead, I'm listening to you.
I don't necessarily understand what about me or my gifts that I or like, because I feel like there's certain churches that I can't go to in a sense.
Why?
No, because
About feelings? It's all about
I
feelings?
I wouldn't say so. Sometimes I make it that way though.
Okay, so what is it about certain churches you can go to? Why?
It's just that I have to be cautious with who I tell my gifts to in some
Also,
churches.
yeah, because it's a secret, right? These gifts. But have you discerned what your gifts are?
I wouldn't even know how to.
Okay, so then how do you know you have gifts that you need to be cautious with?
It's just what he tells me.
But how do you know that he's telling you something if you can't discern he's got dementia or Alzheimer's and on medication? Is he on medication?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
But have you confirmed it?
No.
Because maybe this poor man has got dementia and Alzheimer's and he's like in and out. And then sometimes when he's out, he's thinking you're somebody that you're not and confusing you with that person. And then imputing to you gifts that he saw in someone else because he's 72 after all. Maybe it's drugs. Have you ever checked that out?
No, he was my first psychology professor. I never picked up I never picked those things from
He was
him.
a psychology professor too?
Yes. Is.
How old were you?
I was 19 when I met him.
How old are you now?
22.
Wow, you're young looking 22. So at 19, how old was he?
I guess 69.
They still have, I thought retirement at 65. So at 69, he was a psychology professor?
He doesn't. I don't think he wants to retire.
And he's still doing psychology? Like he's
Yeah.
teaching psychology? Do you
Yeah.
think maybe all these years of dealing with people and their psychosis, maybe it's affected him? Have you discerned maybe that's affected him long run so that he's not really dealing with a full set of faculties to make proper discernment about people's gifts? Because you're telling me he's 69. Well, no, he's 72. All these years of dealing with people and their psychological issues, maybe it's affected him?
I've just never really thought of it like that.
But
I never picked those things up.
But you have to, give the discernment. Maybe you need to now use it. Maybe here's an exercise.
Okay.
What you're going to do now to see if you have good discernment, I want you to now analyze him and focus on him and discern. Maybe this man at 72, after all these years of being around people with certain psychoses and psychological issues, that maybe now it's affected him where his discerning faculties are not what they used to be. So maybe he's seeing things that are not real. Maybe that's your first step to try to see if you have the gift of discernment. What do you think?
I don't think that's the case.
Well,
I would say
you said you
I would
haven't
say
analyzed the situation.
I mean well, you asked me to just think about it. I don't know the exact word you said. But he
Yes,
doesn't.
I'm saying do it now. Use that gift and discern.
Okay.
Maybe the man is discerning things that are not real because his faculties of reasoning have diminished with his age. Because think about it. If
I'm a
you're
little
teaching
confused though.
psychology all your life, it's going to affect you because you're going to be dealing with a lot of nuts in your life, right?
I would say so. But he
So
doesn't
don't
come
you
off
think?
as he doesn't necessarily come off as something you're describing.
But have you discerned that?
I'll say yeah.
Okay, so you have used your gift of discernment.
I just don't know how to recognize it, I guess is my proper question.
But did you recognize that when you just said that he doesn't come off that way, that you just made a discernment?
Yes?
Okay, so that means now you are operating that gift, aren't you?
I see what you're saying, yes.
Good man. So what's the other question?
My family has no, I'll skip that. That's not important. My stepmother is a Jehovah's Witness.
Mm.
And
What about your father?
I don't know. He's never talked. I mean, we don't have that closest relationship, and his faith or religion is never something he brought up.
So,
Supposedly, he believes in the Trinity.
okay, I just want to hear. So you said you and your father, your biological father, are not close. So you still stay in contact with him?
We had an estranged relationship. Whenever I was young, I was angry at him for a lot of decisions, and it was all about me. A lot of things you talked to what the guy 2 guys ago, I resonated with. I'm like, yeah, that was me. I had that attitude. I thought I knew better. I really didn't.
So you say he claims to be a Trinity, but he's not practicing. But then you said your stepmom or your biological mom is a Jehovah's Witness.
My stepmother, the one he's married to now. My parents have been divorced since I was 3 months old.
I'm sorry to hear that because that hurts because I know what it's like to be in a broken family. Okay, so He's married to a Jehovah's Witness. What about your biological mother? What is her faith?
Some sort of form of the what's it called, Protestants, but I don't know what denomination. But I know she believes in I know she believes in the Trinity. The Trinity. I talk about her with my Bibles and stuff.
Is she
But
remarried?
no, she remarried a few more times, but she's one. It was one of the. I know what I know you would say. So it was one of those situations.
Okay, so anyway, she went through that. So are you living with your dad?
Not currently with my mom.
Okay, your mom. So how does this stepmother affect you?
Um, as of recently, since I've moved to my mom's, I would say none. But me and her do have like conversations and things like that. And she's open-hearted and willing. I just she doesn't get angry. But she believes in Jehovah's Witnesses. I think you would agree that they're taught to see things in a box, and if they go out that box, it's like
Yeah,
it's
they
it's
follow
kind
a
of hard
script.
to.
So they follow a script. So you want to try to reach her? Is she going to listen to you?
I believe she would. I honestly believe she would. It's
Okay,
because
so
my thing is with her, and to give you some more what's the word, context.
mhm.
She tried to find her version of the truth. She grew up in a family of Jehovah's Witnesses, left, tried to figure things out for herself, and went back to the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah,
And
but
so,
that's usually what happens is people go back to what they're
for comfort, I would say.
safe with. Yes, feel safe with, and what is a comfort zone. So she just went back to what she was already exposed to
Mhm.
and had affinity with. That doesn't mean that she made an in-depth inquiry. But okay, so you're at a point, you have a good relationship with her, and she's willing to hear you out. And so you're trying to convince her that what exactly the Trinity's true or Joe's Witness false, or how do you want to approach this?
And I haven't really figured that out yet because I'm trying to figure out what she believes because I'm not saying I don't think she's the most perfect Jehovah's Witness either.
Yeah.
She just she has trouble. She just doesn't think Jesus is God,
Okay,
and
let's
and she will say that of the Bible, what she understands as the New World Translation is the most accurate to the
exactly.
original language.
Yeah.
And because of this, I've known about you for a while, but your knowledge on Scripture was a little bit too much for me whenever I was beginning. So I've
Mhm.
recently gotten back into you, and I bought the Interlinear Bible,
Good man.
and I don't know how to necessarily tell her in the
No,
most
you ask
respectful
questions.
way.
You ask questions. You're going to
And I
say, if you're telling me it's the most perfect translation, well, I got some questions for you. Here's what your interlinear says. Here's the translation. Why the discrepancy?
and
How you go about it?
and I just i- i- she's hard. She's hard to deal with in that sense because she'll just say,
That,
"Well, mine says this, and mine's the most accurate." And I
that-
think,
that- that's not what I said. I
okay,
said, you just said you got the interlinear, right?
yes,
You're going to show her discrepancies between her interlinear and their translation. Why does your translation say this, but your interlinear says something else?
okay, yeah, I see what you're trying to equip me with here.
That's what you do. You start there and just let her see that her Bible is not the perfect translation and that their own interlinear exposes their perversion and plant the seeds of doubt until she loses faith in that translation. That's all you do. Say, wait, this verse says this, right? Your translation, but I'm reading your interlinear. It doesn't say that. Why the discrepancy? Why this verse says this in the Greek that you publish and your English translation says this. That's how you start. Just do it that way. That's it.
Hmm. I've watched I don't know what yeah I don't remember what the setting was, but it was one of your an older video of yours. It's where you were talking about verses I should avoid bringing up.
Yeah. Well,
Um
John 1:1, you're going to get a debate on the translation. Should it be a God or God? But what I just said was, you just told me she thinks New World Translation is the best. You need to destroy her confidence in the New World Translation. How do you do
okay.
that? You're going to use the interlinear. You're going to use their Bible. Here's your New World Translation. Here's your interlinear. They do not agree in these important parts. I'm just going to give you one example for the sake of
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Go to jw.org. I'll say, all right, you're going to have to do it this way. So you're going to have to find all these differences, and I have articles on them, but just to illustrate. If you come on another time when it's early, just you and I, you contact me, I'll just do a whole session for you to show here what you do.
Really? I appreciate that.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you my Skype. We'll set up where I just walk you through it, just you. We're going to go online, and you're just going to observe, and it's recorded. That means you can go back and watch it. So you'll do this. You're going to say, I'll just give you one example. You go to Colossians 1, just one example out of many.
Is this their interlinear Bible? Because or is this the New World Translation?
Their New World Translation.
Okay.
But you got to show her. Say Colossians 1, firstborn of all creation, because by means of him all other things were created. Count how many times the word other is. In heavens, on earth, things visible, things invisible, whether they are thrones or lordships or governments or authorities, all other things have been created through him. How many times is that? It's 2, right?
Yes.
For him. Also, he's before all other things. That's 3.
And that's a lowercase h. So is that when they're trying to reference Jesus? I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, it doesn't matter. Don't worry. You're focused on the wrong things, brother.
Okay. Okay.
Don't hurt me. Don't let me hang myself my shoestrings.
Okay.
I'll throw myself at the first floor window. Okay. How many times did you find the word other?
Twice, you said.
No. So that's what happens when you're paying attention to the H.
I see.
أعوذ بالله من مارتن لوثر الرجيم. Okay, what is this here?
Other.
Okay, can you please count? What is
1,
this here?
Other. 2.
Is before all other things. Okay, what is this here?
3.
And how about here?
4.
4 times they added the word other, right? That Jesus is before all other things. By means of all other things were made to exist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
Man, that's weird the way they translate 17. Man, this is a new one. All right. Anyway,
let me see what it says in here.
I know that's what I'm going to go into on their website. You're very impatient, my friend. Did you discern that too?
No, but I've been told I'm very impatient.
No. Hush. You're kidding me. You? Never. All right. Do you see the Colossians 1 here?
Yes.
All right. Now this is their interlinear, right?
Yes.
We'll go to 16. You don't even need to read the Greek, because in him it was created the all things. Where's the word other?
It's not there.
Why did they add it in their English?
I don't know if what I want to say is the real answer, but I would say, I mean, Satan's the master of deceivers.
Yeah, exactly. And here again, the all or all other things.
All things.
Right. Through him and into him has been created. He's before all things or all other things?
All things.
And the all other things or all things?
All things.
So why did they add the word other 4 times when their interlinear shows it doesn't appear once?
I don't know why liars lie.
Well, you're going to see why here. Now we go back to their translation, right?
Okay.
Now it added other 4 times, right? Hope you guys are not tired. I'm the one who's fried. We'll be done shortly. So we go here. Colossians. Hold on. Right here. Okay, now remember they added the word other, right?
Yes, they added it 4 times.
4 times. Now watch what's beautiful here. Isn't she lovely? So when you go here, all other things. Now watch their admission here. Watch here. You ready? Watch here. Their side note right here. You see it?
Yes. Colossians 1.
Okay, watch here.
All
right
other
here.
things. Yes.
Look what they say here, guys. A literal rendering of the Greek text would be all things. So they're admitting, literally it says all things, right?
Yes.
But why did they add other? Watch. Compare kingdom and interlinear, which we did. However, such a rendering could give the impression that Jesus was not created, but was the creator himself. That's why they changed it.
However, such a rendering could give the impression that Jesus was not. So they're admitting that they want to twist it that way.
You guys see it? I did an article in session on this, but I want you to catch it. Their own translation, their note right there admits, we had to add the word other because if we didn't, then it would have Christ creating all things and existing before all things, which means he created everything and he's not created. And that would be wrong. So we added the word other.
I think that's interesting too, because in Hebrews, I forget what it is, chapter 1, verse something, where where God the Father calls Jesus Lord and Creator of the
Yes.
universe,
Hebrews
and
1, 10, 12.
in their translation it says God is your throne, like God is
Yeah,
the
that's
actor.
Hebrews 1,
That's
8.
how I
But I
got
don't
it.
focus on that. That's the one I don't focus. But then
Okay.
they say, and that idea of Christ being the creator would not agree with the rest of the Bible. See, now begging the question. They pervert the rest of the Bible, saying, see, Christ can't be the creator because the other passage of the Bible says he's created. It calls him Christ firstborn of all creation, which doesn't mean what they think, but you get the idea.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I did a session on it. And why, brother, should I do a GoFundMe page for a better studio when these humble means is sufficient enough to glorify Christ and has an impact worldwide? Why would I get a studio? Anyway, now that's what I would do. This is what I would show them.
Okay.
I would show them how their translation doesn't match an interlinear, but I can give you more. But let's stay with that. Focus, contact me. I'll do a session with you. Remember one thing. I want you to do something. Are you
Okay.
listening? Hold on.
I'm listening.
Okay. How many of these you have?
2 ears.
You sure?
Yes.
How many of these you have?
1 mouth. So I should listen
Listen
as much
twice as much as you
as I
speak.
speak.
See, you keep talking. You don't stop. Even when I'm talking, you have to chime in.
I don't know why that is.
See, you did it again. Okay, watch. Let me show you something. Let me show you. I'm not even going to use their translation. You ready? I know it's itching. I think you have that form of Tourette's that you need to fight it. You're in control. Okay? Autode. Daniel-san. Here, James 1:19. Here's for you. You ready? James 1:19 to 20. Know this, even their translation, my beloved brothers, everyone must be quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to anger. For man's anger does not bring about God's righteousness. Notice, quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to anger. But I'm thinking you maybe have that special Bible that says slow to listen, quick to speak, and quick to anger. Is that what it says?
That's not what my Bible says now.
So it says quick to listen, slow to speak?
It says slow to speak, quick to. I'm sleepy too. I'm sorry,
Sorry,
but
brother.
quick to listen, slow to speak.
So it
Uh,
means
Let me
listen
see what.
more than you speak?
Yes,
But I'm thinking your Bible says slow to listen, quick to speak.
I see. But you just said that you had that. Yeah, you said that you've been told you have ADHD. That's part of mine,
Oh, you
supposedly.
have that too? You have it? All right. So we both have problems.
Don't
It's
we
all right.
all?
Yeah, but some problems are worse than others. But it's okay. All right. But anyway, let me know. I'll give you my Skype. You let me know. I'll go through this, show you what to show her. That's all you do is show her these mistakes. That's it. Say, hey, but I'm not using any other Bible. Your newer translation says this. Your Greek says this. That's all you do, and pray, and just keep planting seeds, and that's it. And you'll win. All right, you'll win her to Christ.
All
All
right.
right. By
I
the way,
appreciate you a lot, man.
anytime, brother, you come back, let me know, dude. But I want you to know something. Did you hear about those two girls from Havana?
No, I have not.
Okay, this is going to be on the news, so I'm going to let you know. So you got to be careful where you're at. You're
Okay.
not in Savannah, right?
No.
Because these girls from Havana, they're hunting in Savannah because they're looking for green-colored pajama. Be careful when you see them. Lord bless you, brother.
I appreciate you, man. God bless you.
See you. Bye-bye.